Hey chocolate lovers, welcome back to Produza. Today we're going to take a journey into one of the most delicious processes you can imagine, making chocolate, from bean to bar. Have you ever wondered what it takes to turn cacao beans into the chocolate we love? Well, let's take the journey of the cacao bean, from growing and harvesting, to fermenting and roasting, to creating the chocolate we all love and enjoy. First things first, what exactly is chocolate, and where does it come from? Chocolate is made from the seeds of the cacao tree, which grows in tropical climates like Central and South America, Africa, and Southeast Asia. These seeds are found inside large pods that grow on the trunk of the cacao tree. Inside each pod are the cacao beans, surrounded by a sweet white pulp. These beans are the key to making chocolate. After the pods are harvested, the beans are removed and left to ferment for several days. This step is super important because it helps develop the rich, chocolatey flavor we love. Fermentation happens naturally as the beans are piled into containers and covered, allowing the natural yeasts and bacteria to do their work. Without this process, the beans would taste bitter and sour, so fermentation is a crucial step. Once the beans are fermented, they need to be dried. After drying, we move on to roasting, which is where the real magic happens. Roasting brings out the deep, rich flavors in the beans. Depending on the type of chocolate you want, the roasting temperature and time can vary, but it's usually done at around 250 degrees Fahrenheit, 120 degrees Celsius, for about 30 minutes. After the beans are roasted, we need to crack them open and separate the nibs from the outer shell. The nibs are the inner part of the bean and are what we'll use to make chocolate. This process is called winnowing, and it can be done by hand or with a machine. What we're left with are these little cacao nibs, which are packed with flavor. Now that we have our nibs, it's time to grind them into cocoa liquor. This might sound fancy, but cocoa liquor is simply a thick chocolatey paste that forms when the nibs are ground up. As the nibs are ground, their natural fat, called cocoa butter, is released. This turns the nibs into a smooth paste that will eventually become our chocolate. At this stage, we refine the chocolate to get that smooth, silky texture we all love. This involves grinding the chocolate even finer and mixing it for several hours in a process called conching. During conching, we add sugar and sometimes extra cocoa butter. For milk chocolate, we'd add milk powder at this stage. This process can take anywhere from a few hours to a few days, depending on how fine you want the chocolate. Now, we're on to one of the most important and tricky steps: tempering. This is what gives chocolate that glossy finish and that satisfying snap when you break it. Tempering involves heating the chocolate to a specific temperature, cooling it down, and then reheating it slightly. This stabilizes the cocoa butter crystals, making the chocolate smooth and shiny. After tempering, the chocolate is ready to be molded. Factories use specialized machines to pour the tempered chocolate into molds, whether they're making bars, filled chocolates, or other shapes. Once the chocolate is poured, it goes through cooling tunnels where it solidifies. This ensures the chocolate holds its shape and gets that glossy finish. Once the chocolate is cooled and set, it's time for packaging. In a factory, this process is highly automated. Machines wrapping each bar or piece of chocolate at high speeds. The packaged chocolate is then boxed and shipped to stores all around the world, ready to be enjoyed by chocolate lovers everywhere. And now for the most delightful part, tasting. There's nothing quite like chocolate. And that's how chocolate is made, from bean to bar. It's an incredible process that combines precision, technology, and tradition to create the chocolate we all know and love. Next time you take a bite of your favorite chocolate, you'll know just how much work and care went into making it. If you enjoyed this behind-the-scenes look at how to make chocolate from bean to bar, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell for more sweet content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.